Just got back from outer space to see that big sad look upon your face, because there wasn't a video out last week. But we're back, as this is the update for July 5th, 2014.
Update required.
Xbox One users had a bit of a surprise this week, as they found that both the free demo for FIFA 14 and EA Sports UFC weren't actually free. A EA Australia representative told Polygon that this was actually due to an error in the system. An error that should be reset and back to normal soon if it hasn't already been fixed. Due to this error, both demos were listed at £3.99, which converts over to around $6.90 US. This error seems to only affect Xbox, so PlayStation users are in the clear so far. It did cause quite a stir in the community for a while though, while people were comparing it to things like Metal Gear Ground Zeroes, a game many players felt was a demo for the upcoming Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, although Ground Zeroes was being sold at full price. Demos in themselves are something that's becoming rarer and rarer, as developers don't seem to bother with making them at all these days, and they get left by the wayside. I can't imagine a company seriously, purposefully selling something that they themselves labeled as a demo by itself for any price at all, and I am definitely glad to hear that this wasn't done on purpose. This week's been a bit of a blowout for the employees of Airtight Games, as the company is now out of business. Founded 10 years ago in 2004, Airtight has been the team behind games like Dark Void, as well as teaming up with Portal designer Kim Swift in developing both Quantum Conundrum in 2012, as well as the Ouya exclusive roguelike rhythm game Soulfjord. Airtight had already laid off 14 employees in April, with words of some sort of restructuring going on within the company, and only just released its most recent game, Murdered Soul Suspect, less than a month ago, to a mixed response. Airtight always seemed to be one of those companies that had good ideas at the beginning, but were just never able to fully see them through to the final product. And unfortunately, the leaks in their games finally caught up to them. In what could be bad news for Blizzard fans, Rob Pardo has left the company after working there for 17 years. Having worked on many different projects, such as the classics StarCraft and Warcraft 3, he was also the executive producer for Diablo 3, and was part of the team putting together a deal with Legendary Pictures for an upcoming film based on Blizzard's World of Warcraft MMO. Pardo said in a tweet, "Goodbye Blizzard, thanks so much for the opportunity to contribute to the games we created together." He also posted a link to a 9-paragraph long post going over his reasons for leaving the company and saying that he's looking forward to the new challenges in his career. Now for something a little more serious, as teachers in downtown Seattle, Washington say that Microsoft founder Bill Gates is ruining education. Around 150 members of the Badass Teacher Association marched towards the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation Thursday, protesting Common Core, a set of standards that have been implemented in 45 states and is largely backed by the Gates Foundation itself. Common Core was designed in 2008 to be a set of nationwide standards to help fix a fragmented education system. Previous academic standards varied widely between each state, and many feel has been the cause of many college freshmen needing to take remedial classes, as well as US students falling behind other countries. While Common Core has spread under the radar for a while, people are becoming more and more aware of the program, and many parents and teachers are unhappy in the direction that it's taking in education. As teachers, we're supposed to be addressing individual needs of students, yet everything is being standardized. You can't have it both ways. To help kids realize their potential, we have to dial back on the testing to help focus on the kids, said Edmond School District librarian Tom Grand. Others showed their own disdain, saying that the program wasn't even made by teachers or child development experts in the first place, and the Washington Post reports that Kentucky adopted the standards before the final draft had even been made public. And there are many fears that this system will ultimately lead to the federal government completely controlling what students are taught. There's also been talk that Gates isn't backing the program for the students' sake, but instead for corporate interests to help Microsoft's bottom line, as the standards support both technology and data. While there has yet to be any real evidence to back up those claims, it's sometimes hard to remember just how large of a company like Microsoft is, and that they deal with more than just operating systems and Xboxes. Now to something a little less heavy. Steam users may have seen this week that Neuro Monolith's game, The Tower, was accidentally released yesterday 7 months early, due to a mistake that was made by the game's moderation team. The Tower, a action-adventure game released through Steam's Early Access program, is currently under heavy development and set to be fully released in 2015. In a response to a message about the release on Steam's discussions for the game, developer Dante Knox responded frantically saying that in an attempt to remove some of the community's strain from his workload, he appointed a new moderator, a moderator who ended up releasing the game. Knox also stated that the general public isn't really supposed to see the game yet until the Tower 2015 version is actually ready, which is a remake of the Tower 2012 version that is available for free on Desura. The developers have also recently launched an Indiegogo campaign in hopes of crowdsourcing £40,000, or around $68,000 US. This week's featured channel is Memories in 8-Bit. Offering both Let's Plays as well as reviews, Memories goes one step farther by releasing his reviews not only in his native German language, but also simultaneously in English, giving himself a lot of extra work to do. Well, that's all I got for you guys today, so be sure to come back next week for more news, as you've just been updated.
Update complete.